is one of the challenges that South Africa faces, like all other parts of the world. Remember, social media is part of our cyberspace that provides endless opportunities. We communicate there, we make friends, we do business, we do other things. But equally, remember that that space, it also has a number of risks. And one of the issues that when you put something in a social network is unedited, you are the editor yourself. The work and what has happened is that our intention, we must be able to continue like we have seen over the last 2 years when we have started to look very seriously around cyberspace, including the bill that we're putting in Parliament just to make certain things criminal. We have to continue to actually do civic education and awareness. The space, instead of actually giving us endless opportunities, there are negatives that are coming up. There's a lot of peddling that is happening there. And the information that get to be posted there. And the way it harms certain individuals in terms of criminal injury, and is one of the biggest space. You know, for an example, there was something that was circulating. A person purported to be from Nigeria, saying, no, let's come together, we're going to show them, these South Africans. And the manner of how people are irresponsible, how they use the site, they started to circulate it. It became a biggest issue, it caused a lot of panic. We did our investigation, we discovered it was a hoax. We even know where the voice is coming from. It's not even a Nigerian national, but as you'll respect, Nicholas, we can't give you those details, those who operate. But that's why Minister of Home Affairs all the time when he was communicating on our behalf, running, they say, no, this is a hoax. You know, you even see photos where people are saying, no, in Winterfell, someone has been mob justice there, beaten, someone actually using a knife. How can you just slip down on someone who are not even being tied? And then you allow someone to actually take your throat out. It doesn't happen. And then there's what do you call it, also the problem of photoshopping, which is also one of the problems there. We are contemplating, Nicholas, apart from monitoring, because of the capacity to monitor, we are contemplating to regulate the space. Even best democracies that are revered, they regulate the space. But we will need the society to be with us, because when we regulate the space, they will start to jump that we're interfering with human rights. Human rights and security, national security, they are not mutually exclusive, but they are mutually dependent. And if we can start to get that understanding when we communicate. Because if that space, we don't actually use it, sometimes you will get a real alert, but because people are using it for other things, you will not be able to respond. And most of our challenges are coming from that space. We will be actually discussing to say, how do we regulate it? It's not the first time, but our capacity to be able to do certain things, we should be. One of the worst things about the space is when people wanted to transmit information that we have not actually even verified. You know, there are too many postmen and postwomen here. You get something, you don't even know that it is authentic. You started to say smoke and pass. And then it causes those particular issues. But regulation is the way to go. But secondly, is the issues to say civic education and awareness, because that's how you could go.
Security.